I am Adventuring with Ryan Bird, and tonight we are fishing back at the pond with the banister, metal banister. There's Sarah over there off in the distance. I don't know if you guys can see her. Let's grab the battery pack. For the light. It was crazy. Right before we went on air, Sarah caught a fish, like one of those baby catfish that she seems to catch out of this pond.
I got one big one.
Well, yeah. Yeah, she caught a massive one the other day, but that's gonna be on the outtake video. I wasn't filming at that time. What we got up there? Fuck is that all the way up there? What the hell is that? By your bobber? Garbage? Yeah, that's a bad thing about this pond. There's garbage, a fucking gnarly ass spider down there. I don't know if y'all see that. That thing is freaking huge. See that down there, babe?
Oh yeah, I see it got here.
That thing is freaking massive.
Turn on the bridge. Or on the bar, you know. Stay down there.
Yeah, that spider ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like that wolf spider that we saw behind
oh, at the river?
the river,
Oh,
yeah.
that thing was huge. It's horrifying.
Yeah, and it was just sitting there chilling next to you, like.
Yeah, just right by me.
Like
I didn't want to be my best friend. No, no.
I was gonna say, we stopped and took a break there for at least like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, and I was apparently sitting right by that thing the whole time.
Because we're still like moving back towards the like back of it, like exploring and like, yeah. Yeah, that place behind that factory we went is actually a pretty cool place. You can catch like carp and I think it's like bluegill.
Well, it's the river, you can catch everything back there.
With not necessarily, not with a can of corn.
Well, with a can of corn, you can catch definitely carp. Carp will eat anything.
So I was about to say, like back there it's real bad because
I've heard catfish too will eat corn, but I've never tried it.
that place is they're known for processing grain and making alcohol. They're like a giant alcohol distillery, basically.
They make alcohol too? I thought they just made like food products.
They make food products, yeah, but they also make they also make alcohol. Basically, that's the explosive part of the factory. I'm not gonna say what factory that is, by the way, because you know me, I never do tell my places, I guess you could say. But I have a friend that actually works at that particular factory. That's where I got the idea at. And he knows that trick too with corn. I learned it from an uncle of mine a long time ago when I was a kid. He took me and my cousin fishing in the same spot and was basically knocking out fish right and left with literally a can of corn. I shit you not. You know, granted I was young back then, but it was the damnedest thing I've ever seen, you know. But apparently they dump a lot of corn, like meal and corn byproduct, into the river there, so the fish like eat that stuff all the time. Here, we'll go down here and check this out like we always do. See if there's any crazy ass animals down here. Sometimes there is, sometimes there not. Gnarly ass spider, just like the one we saw down there. And he does not like the light. There's that spider. Freaking huge ass spider. Look through there, make sure something's not staring back the trees at us. Or down there, yeah. We'll leave the spider alone. I'll pick up my battery pack that just dropped. Ugh. Yeah, I seem to misplace my spotlight, so when this flashlight dies, I'm gonna have to break out the other camera light, and there's something in the water right there. I don't know if you all can see that, but like there's something glowing off its like fucking eye or something. See that down there, babe?
I don't see anything glowing, but...
No, see you like down in the water.
Yeah, I see where you're pointing the light. I just don't see anything glowing. But you're at a different angle than I am, so...
Yeah, there's something.
Could be garbage.
Could be the fucking eye of something too, like a frog or a fucking snake.
Could be a turtle chilling up there. You know?
'Cause that's the thing about snakes at nighttime. If they don't go into rocks and shit like they normally do, they'll sometimes stay on the edge of the shoreline, or they'll like stay right below the surface of the water on the edge of the shoreline. But I saw, or we saw, me and Sarah both saw a copperhead down at where was that? It wasn't Lake Odessa, it was the other place. What, babe? No, we didn't. No, that wasn't the copperhead. It was
at the pit, or at the tubes?
At the tubes, yeah. Port Louisa.
Yeah, Port Louisa.
Not Gedney Lake, that was a water moccasin, I think. But it didn't really fuck with me. The copperhead didn't really fuck with me either. Like, it saw me walking across the bank and like dipped into the water and took off.
Most snakes won't mess with you. I mean, there's only a couple that are actually really aggressive. Most of them will try to get away.
Well, usually the aggressive ones...
They typically think you're going to eat them.
But usually the aggressive ones try to get away and shit, and they like attack you as like a last ditch fucking effort.
There are some that will actually come after you. There's a snake in Florida called the blue racer because it chases you.
I've heard of that.
I've seen them.
Yeah. Well, lucky there ain't none around here because I'd be screwed. Because we happen to be inside of a city right now, a particular city, that does not allow you to carry shit like machetes and long ass blades down the street.
Although I do have one in the car. It's not on my person, but it's on me.
No, I'm talking about on your person. Like, you can't carry like shit like that. Like, so basically I'm like, all my like outdoor gear and shit that I usually carry, I don't have none of it. None of the extra blades, none of the, you know, the machete that I carry.
I'm not gonna get close enough for the snake to try to taste it though. I don't see that going well.
Well, the taser's for this different kind of animal. An urban one, basically.
Yeah.
Like this idiot that we encountered basically here at the same spot. What was it, like a week ago?
Last weekend. Friday night or Saturday night.
Yeah, some dipshit walked up and was all drunk and like almost got tased. Cause he started running his mouth. I told him to get fucking lost. And then all of a sudden I hear and he about shits himself. And then I look over and Sarah has the taser. Let's just say, yeah, the guy didn't stick around too long after that.
No, he didn't like that time.
No, he looked like he was about ready to, like, shit himself.
No, I think he probably did.
I thought it was kind of funny, actually.
He went from being all, I think I'm a badass, to what the hell was that? Like, real quick.
So yeah, dude, if you're like watching this video, or if you see this video, you know who I'm talking about. You're fucktard. You try some shit like that again, you will get fucking tased. Just saying. It's all about educating people. I ain't above educating somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He was all drunk and disorderly though. Like, apparently he got kicked out of the restaurant next door, because the restaurant next door is a bar too. And he was basically all wasted trying to fight with the people there, and like they literally called the cops on him. So on his way out the door, he stopped to fuck with us, which basically was a fucking mistake. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna get over here, but to get into this, even though I look fucking suspect as hell walking down, we'll take a quick look at this. Not this red brick building here, but what's next to it. This is an abandoned apple orchard. In fact, I knew the guy that owned this. Like me and my best friend used to own, there's something with eyes in there. Is that a cat? Oh yeah, there's a little cat. I was spooky. We were glowing off of camera light. But like I was saying, back well, a few years ago, me and my best friend owned our own construction company, and the guy who owned this place used to come to our job sites and like chill and shit. And, like he was just a cool guy. That like we knew him and shit because we grew up like in this area basically. Like I used to buy apples from this guy that owned this place, like, or I'd try to buy the apples, but the guy was a good guy and he actually gave them to me for free. So I'd usually give the guy like a $5 tip or something. But yeah, he ended up passing away of like old age, and he had like some health problems and shit. And I don't know what they're doing with this apple orchard. I wouldn't mind exploring the place because there's like, it's So I know we're not going to be able to get into the house because that's owned by a real estate company, but the property has like a barn, a couple barns on it, like a fucking machine shed. Like look off in the distance there, that little, like, I don't know if you can see it right there, but that's a boat ramp. I'm gonna go on the other side of Sarah here. That right there, that thing that looks like a ramp, that was his boat ramp into the pond. Out of, like, yeah, dude, like, actually had his own boat ramp that he used to take his boat into the pond and fish. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool property. And like, there's somebody that I know goes in there and mows the grass, because there's like a city ordinance here in this town that you have to keep your grass at a certain, like, height, basically. Otherwise they'll give you an abatement, which that means it's like a paper that the city zoning or the city inspection department sends you, and basically you have a certain amount of time to do the work specified on it, or somebody to do it, and then they charge you like outrageous amount to do it. I think it's like $45 an hour per man or some shit. Usually they said 2 or 3 people, so yeah, it's pretty fucking expensive. But yeah, there's more of that apple orchard right there. I started walking down the sidewalk to show these guys that apple orchard over there, and like I saw eyes and shit, and there's a little cat in there. You get something?
No, I was behind that old tree over there. Just the bottom right there.
That was crazy. Like right off the bat when we showed up, you got something. Alright. The battery is about ready to die in this camera. And my light's about ready to die, so if I don't like come back on, guys, until next time, if you like my videos, please subscribe. Thank you.